Hello everybody, Brad here today and welcome back to Project Hospital. I hope you're all doing okay. So we are starting off today with a brand new email from Magnus S, our Health Minister. So let's have a look. Good afternoon, Brad. We are willing to award your hospital a substantial grant to procure one ambulance and to prepare your trauma centre. You will face some critical cases in need of expert emergency care. Good luck, Magnus S. Okay. As usual, he's not given much away there. Look at all this bloody blood. Look at all this bloody blood. Right, let's get into internal medicine. Let's get at least one more janitor in the day and one at night. Let's go for... I'm going to have to see your perks. So let's go for Joseph Lee. Because that has a lot of blood. Where's my janitor? I don't know where my janitor even is. Maybe they came down here to the staff room. We might need to get at least another staff room. We've got this little one here for emergency, haven't we? Oh no, that was ICU, was it? Yeah, okay, so that was actually ICU. Well, let's get some more janitors in here as well. Just to try and... Oh no, we don't want a doctor. We've got some more janitors. Here we go. So, no, we're not going to see perks. I'm not going to see them. Let's go for two of the cheapest. Okay. I mean, that is a lot of blood. Like, it'd be good if you could try and get that cleaned up. We might. Let's get one more shelf. Let's get in a shelf. And we'll get in one more bucket cart. So we can get in some more janitors. Because that's a lot of blood. That is a lot of blood. Okay. And this staff room looks quite busy. How many people? Oh, it looks okay. We might have to extend it maybe at some point. I mean, this is a pretty big corridor anyway. So I don't think it will hurt. Should we extend it now? What wallpaper are we using in there? The blue stripe. Okie doke. Let's extend that by 3. I assume I'm using this wallpaper here. So let's get rid of... We'll get rid of that. And we'll put in some wood laminate. Then we can extend this as the cafeteria. Cafeteria. And then down here... I'm not really sure. I think we'll put that maybe back to the common room. I don't know. I really don't know what we're gonna. Wait. How does this? Wait, what? Oh, is that okay. So that's one of these common rooms. So let's do that. Then what we'll do is here we'll get out some more meal counters. We'll get out one more cafeteria counter where we can get some donuts. And then over this side, I'm going to get out a couple of cabinets where we can have a coffee machine. And some fruit juice, and then we'll get out one more table. Let's get out a couple more tables. We'll have like a little bank of tables. And what chairs? We've got blue chairs there, I believe. Those are blue chairs. And we'll put out some more cutlery and sauces, all that kind of jazz. And over here, I was thinking to do like a little reading nook. So we could do something like. I don't know. Maybe a couple of bookshelves there. And we get like a sofa in there. What else could we get down here? Maybe a radio? Don't know why you'd have a radio, because if you're reading, you'd probably want a little bit of peace and quiet. But let's do that and get like a bookshelf there. Oh, lovely, lovely. Perfect. So we've got a bit of an expanded cafeteria and an expanded staff room. So that should really help our capacity to make sure that all of our staff are well fed and well looked after. So this looks quite busy here as well. We can actually expand this corridor. There's nothing stopping us from expanding this corridor. So let's get in this wall and we're going to go in. Let's expand it by 4 maybe. So then we'd come through there. So we can get rid of that wall. And what we'll do, I think, is if we say that this is medical labs and this is a waiting room, then what I can do is I can just move all of these pieces here on the wall, and we'll just move them all back just to save a little bit of money, because I think it'll be a little bit cheaper if we do it this way, rather than us spending money buying it all again. I think it will cost more to buy it all again. So let's just try and keep the costs down. That can go there. Okay, so then we can delete that wall. We're going to need a door coming in there. We can get out a fancy chair there, and maybe one there as well. This is all going to be this flooring, and then we just need to put in our red stripe back over there. Okay, lovely. There we go. So we've got a bit more space now in our medical lab waiting room. That's much better. And then what we can do is we'll move the cleaning closet over here at some point, and then we can get our, I think it's histology. Yeah, we need to get in histology at some point. Let's get a janitor in. We'll get Patricia. She's pretty good, just so she can clean at night. Okay, there is substantially less blood over here, which is good. Right, so let's do these things that Magnus was asking us. So we need to get in one ambulance. So let's do that. Ambulance can go there. That's unlocked one of our objectives. And our next objective here is if we perform one surgery, we get a $50,000 grant. So we have got our brand new operating theatre here. And I assume we got in all of our surgeons and stuff like that, didn't we? Yeah, looks like we've got plenty of staff here. Okay, so we basically just need to wait. Have we got enough doctor's offices? Looks like yes. Okay, someone's in the lounge. Lovely, no one's in the high dependency unit. Okay, so it's fairly quiet still at the moment. But hopefully we'll start seeing some patients coming into here. I wonder if a procedure in our special procedures unit counts towards a surgery. I don't know. It might do, it might not. Who knows? Right, so Susan here is suffering from diarrhea, fatigue, fever and abdominal pain. And we're thinking that she might have hemolytic uremic syndrome, Crohn's disease, peritonitis or ulcerative colitis. So we could do, I mean there's loads of stuff we can still do. I don't think we're going to do an autopsy. I think that'd be a little bit silly. Let's maybe do, we can maybe do a barium, however you'd like to pronounce it, swallow. That might see if there's like any inflammation or lumps or anything like that in the stomach, esophagus and intestines. So let's do that. Let's do something like, no, don't really need RT-PCR. Histamine, no, again, probably not. What have we got here? A USG. A USG would probably be good, because we can see all like the soft tissues. And then maybe do transient elastography. And then see how that goes maybe. We can do gastroscopy, but that is discomfort high, isn't it? So I think that's taking a bit of the stomach. Oh no, of course it is. It's actually using the endoscope, isn't it? Sending it down and having a bit of a look. Of course it is, silly boy. Right, okay, and then so he said to buy an ambulance and to prepare your trauma centre. So we've got 2 trauma bays at the moment, which I think is going to be plenty, to be honest. How many doctors have we got? 1 in the day, 1 at night. I might increase that. So we get 2, like 1 more at night, 1 more in the day. Let's go for those 2. Because that should help if we do get, you know, quite a few ambulance cases coming in. Susan, I think we just worked on you, didn't we? Yeah. You're leaving? Oh, the clinic's ended. Can we quickly put you in hospitalisation? I don't know where you are. You're not going to turn around. You're going to go home, aren't you? Damn it. We should have hospitalised her, guys. We should have hospitalised her. My fault entirely. So I think at some point we're going to have to increase our observation capacity here in emergency. And I'm just wondering, because we're going to have to get in. Oh, we've got the space for our elevator there, haven't we? Yeah. So we can go upstairs and start building some more departments. Okay, well, and we've got plenty of space here for more radiology. And we're going to put the histology lab in here. So really, it's going to have to go maybe here behind the trauma unit. That's kind of the only place I can think it could go. So we could maybe reduce. We could reduce the gap in here. What wallpaper are we using? We're using this one just here. So if we said that there's a four wide corridor, so that ends there. And how large are those? 5. So they are 5. So they go like that. So then the defibrillator can go somewhere like there. The doors will move to there when we move the signs. So let's do that. We'll get rid of that door, move that sign, move that sign. Why can't I go there? That's because of the poster. Poster can go down there. That moves to there. In here, these walls can be deleted. So we could delete those. And we could have a small corridor here go into a separate ward. So if we were to increase foundations, how long are these? They're 5 by 5. So we went by 2. So that's one more bay. Then we've got brick walls. So we could do that. That goes out to there. That has a free gap. So that goes like that. Then we can delete that there, that, and that. So then that goes to there. Obviously change those walls to that. Then we can get in the divisions with 3 gaps. Oh, I've done that wrong. So you actually come down there. You're going to have a gap of 3 there, a gap of 3 there, a gap of 3 there. Beautiful, beautiful. That all gets floored. That goes in. That is an extension of the trauma centre, and that becomes a corridor. Okay, and then we just need to put in some flooring up there. So that's going to give us capacity for 6 beds. That's plenty for the moment. We probably will have to expand that again in the future. But that should be absolutely plenty for now. Okay, and then we could get in another ward, or we bring all of the ward up here and then we can have a nice big ward maybe. I'm not too sure yet. Let's get in some windows there. And because that's now a corridor, we can get some light in there as well. Okay. And then maybe let's just change up the floor. So the red line goes up and then obviously it comes back down. Need to do that. Why are you not? That really not. I don't know why it does that. Okay, and then you're going to be annoying as well. Oh no. So let's do that. And then that there gets pops to that. This line comes up, down. Whereas goes across. And then that there can be normal. Oh, for God's sake. God, that's black floor. Right, okay. I think that's okay. So no one's actually in there at the moment. And yeah, I think we'll get a bigger ward when we have to. So we've currently got 2 people in here and 2 free beds. So that's absolutely fine for the moment. But we will probably have to expand in the future. Our ICU, again, I just wanted to expand it kind of out by 2. Then that's going to be our brick wall. And then we'll go for maybe pink tiles instead for here. Oh, look at all this. That actually needs to be blue. Didn't know this was wrong. So that goes like that. Then in here we'll have a little pink corridor. Then the actual ICU can have pink tiles on the bottom, I think. So you're going to be like that. Let's make sure you're all painted up. That needs to be done. Okie doke. And oh yeah, I need that to be actually extended, don't I? Okay, so let's do that. Then what we'll do is, that's going to have to be pink tiles there. And then I just kind of need, let's get rid of that. And then what we'll do is, If we move this as well, this disinfectant dispenser, let's just pop that back there for a second. Let's just move this. What we'll do, I've got an easier way. I've got a much easier way of doing this. Use to move. Oh, there's a lot. It doesn't move walls. Okay, so let's move that to there. Oh, maybe it does. I don't really know what's happening at the moment. Right, let's get rid of that. Okay, and we'll get rid of that and that, because then we're going to want a space that side. No, can I build, please? Thank you. Game's trolling me today. Okay, so let's expand our flooring. Right, so what we're going to want is, did I put a wall in here? I did. So if we get that to come down a couple more, then what I want is to move this. Well, let's move that to there. I want to move that to go in there. So they're nice, so they're quite large. And I think we're going to do the same when we have like little separate cubicles for these. But it does make this space here void, doesn't it? I just want it to be arranged in a nice way. So if we go to ICU, this is currently the ICU. So let's expand that. Right, let's get rid of that wall there. That can be moved. We'll get rid of that. Then that's going to have a pink door with a couple of glass walls, just so the nurses and doctors can keep an eye on the patients. And then that will go inside, and it'd be good if we could get that to be a different colour. So let's get that in red. Okay, so what we could do is we can actually expand this further back. So how big is this? This is 5. So let's do that. What we'll do is we'll get rid of that wall in there. We'll copy this room like that. Foundations. Let's expand that. Right, now we should be able to copy, and I'll go for one more at the moment. That'll be our capacity for the intensive care unit. I've got no money. That is great, I've got no money. So we could just delete the room. We've got £900. That's not very much, is it? Okay, so we're very poor again. So what we need to do is basically get lots and lots of patients treated as fast as we possibly can. So expand that as the ICU. Okay, yeah, that's much better. I like that. And obviously we'll expand it as we need to. Oh, this is expensive. Right, so we've got our ambulance. I assume there's no surgeries we can do. I assume no one's in that needs a surgery, because that'd give us $50,000. Oh, so we're actually still not sure what's wrong with you. You've either got interstitial cystitis or a UTI. So if we do we do some lab tests. Where is... We already had that done. Oh, microbial sampling was done. And I didn't let us know what you have. Well, let's do an ELISA and maybe histamine, because that will tell us if you have an infection. Painful bladder syndrome. Yeah, so that tells us if you've actually got an infection, hopefully. We can do serological sampling. That's probably it for the moment. Yeah, okay, that should be it for the moment. That should be fine. So that was Carol. Then over here we've got Charles, who has got calculus of the ureter. So he's currently having his shockwave therapy. Okay, that's great. We haven't got many patients in our general surgery department, which is good. It's good for the region, but not so good for us. So is our hospital clean? I just want to go around. Radiology's good, labs are good. Oh, let's move that bench. Should we move it, or should we create like a little bench? Let's create a little row of benches. We won't create a little bank, we'll create a little row of them. Okay, over here looks good. We've got some janitors out. How many janitors do we have over here? We've got 2 in a day, 2 at night. That's good. How about intensive care? Yeah, 2 in a day, 2 at night. Internal medicine, we've got 3 lots. Let's get 1 more at night. And we'll go for... Let's go for Rachel. We're not sure what her 2 hidden perks are, but she should be fine. So we've actually got someone in the Special Procedures unit. So we've got Kate King, who is having... Oh, let's go and find her again. So she's having some therapies done because of her tension pneumothorax, if I can speak properly. So that should give us lots of money once that's done. Let's speed up time. That should give us... Oh my god, we're minus $14,000. Wow, we are poor. So I assume that doesn't count as a surgery, does it? Which is a bit crap. And we are going to have to expand our internal medicine at some point because our high dependency unit, which currently consists of 2 beds, is full. It's a pretty small department. I am worried. Well, actually, we've got loads of space over here to expand, same as general surgery, but we probably are going to have to go upstairs at some point for expansions. And it's, yeah, the layout's probably not the best hospital in the world, but we've crafted it with love, guys. We've crafted it with love. Right, so let's get... Can we get out some more janitors? Because the place is looking pretty dirty. What I might do is, where's our one for emergency? Here. I might expand this. Let's expand that. What are we using in here? We're using the 2 stripes, I think. So let's get that out and we'll expand it. Ah, we've got the door there. Oh, and we've got no money, have we? Yeah. I forgot about that. What about general surgery? Could we get any more janitors in here? No, they're full as well. Okay, well, we basically need to get surgery done. But I don't think anyone here requires surgery. So Charles King, that's the guy we looked at. And we've also got Casey King, who's got pancreatitis. So no one needs surgery. And then obviously Carol Brown is the person who's going for her tests at the moment. Okay, so let's fast forward to today. And what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and get someone in who needs an operation. Okay, so it's still early in the morning here. However, we are getting our first trauma patient from our new ambulance. So here we've got Linda Walker, who's suffering from an infection of her lungs. So she's got pulmonary mycobacterial infection of non-tuberculose. Okay, so she needs IV antibiotics. We'll give her some antipyretics. We'll give her some rest and diet modification. I was hoping for someone who's going to come in that needed surgery, but we didn't get it, guys. We didn't get it. So we unfortunately had to send someone to another hospital who was in here because we couldn't treat him. He needs to go to the ICU, but we don't have another bed in the ICU because Kate here has come over, so we didn't have enough beds. So unfortunately he did have to go to another hospital. But also in here we've got Frank Barkley, who's suffering from a chylothorax, which is a condition where the lymphatic fluid is accumulated in the pleural space. Oh dear, that does not sound good. So I assume Judy here is coming over to collect our patient from the trauma centre. Yes, she is. Okay, right. So let's hope that on the new day we're going to get in a patient that needs surgery, because that's going to give us $50,000. So hopefully we do. I mean, obviously hopefully for us, not hopefully for the patient, because I assume that patients would probably not want to have... Oh, look at all this stuff. I assume the patients will not want to be having surgery. But it is going to give our hospital the financial injection that it needs. So we've got some people being treated, which is good. That's giving us a little bit of money. We're not doing great. Minus $17,000. Where are we struggling? Is there a department? We spent a lot on building yesterday. So emergency lost money. And that was probably due to, wages. Radiology lost money, but obviously radiology and labs always lose money. General surgery lost money. Lots of wages at hospitalisation. Okay, so looks like our emergency clinic and our general surgery hospitalisation. Yes, because we split the teams, didn't we? So we have a team which do all the diagnostics, and we have a team that does all of the surgeries. So I assume we have someone here that's probably really expensive. 444, 415, 420, 265. So basically these are just really expensive doctors. I'm going to fire David. That will save us $400 a day, which is probably still not great. And then we've just got a busy emergency clinic. You know, we need most of these doctors, so we can't really fire that many people. So who have we got here? This is our first patient of the day in general surgery. We've got Patricia Taylor. So hopefully she's got something that requires surgery. Or Margaret's going to be our first. So she's suffering from diarrhea, abdominal pain. Well, we're going to have to get you basically to the lab. So let's get you with some serological sampling, PCR sampling, microbial sampling. Oh, you're actually collapsing as well. Okay, so let's give you all those bits. Hopefully someone comes and gets you. Yeah, we've got a nurse coming here. Hopefully they save Margaret. Hopefully she needs surgery. Looks like we need another doctor here, really. I assume we've only got one doctor here. Oh dear, I thought we had two. Right, so we're going to need to get in another doctor, and we're going to have to be careful of money. So let's go for, I mean, Rachel's probably the best value, so let's go Rachel. So I've got one more person. Oh, we need a Q machine as well, do we? Well, we can't afford it at the moment. Oh my god, everyone's collapsing. Judy White here's collapsing. She's got grave disease. Let's make sure she gets all of the bits that she needs for that. And then we had Margaret, and Kate is also collapsing. Oh dear, that's not very good, is it? Some of these patients might have to be transferred to other hospitals. Okay, so have we got any... So who's this? So this guy's just walked in, Frank. He's got HUS. So he actually needs a blood transfusion. So let's make sure he gets all of his drugs. And we also got in Patricia Taylor, who's got hepatic fibrosis. So let's make sure that she's getting everything that Patricia needs as well. She's waiting for a bed in ICU. We can't afford a bed in ICU. Do we get a loan to afford a bed? Oh, I think we're going to have to, aren't we? So if we do it, because I think we can do this, we do need a loan first. So let's get a 20,000 loan. We'll copy this prefab over here. So we've got one more bed in our intensive care unit. Like that. That cost us lots of money. Okay, because then we should have enough beds now. So who needed to go there? Someone needs to go to ICU. I can't remember who, but hopefully they'll get redirected to ICU because we have got the brand new bed in there now. Can someone please need a surgery? Give us that $50,000. So you could basically have anything. So let's do a physical exam. We're going to have to get you over to the lab. See if we've got any foreign bodies in you. Serological sampling. Jessica Green here. Still not sure what she's got. Let's give her some drugs. We'll have a look at her blood. We'll do CRP. Let's also have a look at your blood. CBC. PCR. I don't know if that's going to tell us much. The PCR. Oh, you've got glomerulonephritis. Okay, so let's stop doing all of those. We'll trust our doctor. And we'll give you the drugs that you need. Okay, so it feels like we're making a little bit more money now. But we really need someone to go into the operating theatre. That's what's going to give us the financial boost to get out of our little mini recession, isn't it? And look how busy it is down here, like an emergency. So we're actually going to need more doctors. So let's get our last doctor in here. You're good, but you are an alcoholic, unfortunately. Let's go for Frank. Frank's pretty good. He's pretty all-rounded. Okay, so hopefully we'll get as many patients through here as possible. Look how busy it is. We should make quite a lot of money today, because we've got a very, very busy hospital. Okay guys, so I'm going to leave this episode here for today. I really hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you in our next one. Have a great day, and I'll see you later. Thank you very much for watching the video guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel down below if you haven't done so already. And please feel free to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Have a great day. See you later.